How many of you remember this lady, the Eze Nwanyi that took somebody? Now there's a misclose. Please, it has happened. The truth is finally out. Who is this boy that the water or the gods carry, and who the gods choose, or who choose the gods? Let's watch it.
So something has happened in Enugu State again, because at this point, Enugu State now under the rule. A female native doctor they call Eze Nwanyi took her epileptic son, a 20-year-old boy by the name of Chiemele Enaji, to the river banks with a client. Eze Nwanyi was supposed to take this client for spiritual cleansing, and her son Chiemele was supposed to stand by and watch her do what she does, because he is an apprentice and he is next in line to take over the family business of native doctory. So while they were at the river bank, Eze Nwanyi begins to throw her incantation. She begins to kabash, she begins to summon the Anyamiri, pretty much connect to the river goddesses. And while she was in that spirit realm, her son Chiemele had an attack from the epilepsy that he has. He suddenly started developing an episode and he falls into the river and begins to drown. And the woman, the client, is an older woman, they say, saw the boy have the attack and saw the boy fall into the river. And she's trying to reach out to Eze Nwanyi, who is at this point in the spirit realm. She's calling on Eze Nwanyi, "Ma, what's up? Your son has had an attack and he's in the river and it seems as though he's struggling." Now, the river is not very deep, but chest deep. However, this is a young man who is also having an epileptic attack. So he is struggling with his epilepsy and also struggling with the river. Ordinarily, he would have been able to swim out if he wasn't for that attack. But this is two situations that he has little control over. And so the woman sees it and is trying to get Eze Nwanyi's attention, because she herself may not be able to help this young man. And she doesn't even understand what is going on. Could this be as a result of the summoning of the Anyamiri? Could it be is this the river calling on the sun? Or is this a situation that needs help? So the woman is confused, trying to tap and call Eze Nwanyi, but Eze Nwanyi is still locked in the spirit world. She refused to come out of calling of the Anyamiri. She refused to come back to reality, and this woman is frustrated. The young man is struggling. Some sources say that somewhere along the line, the woman slaps Eze Nwanyi, and Eze Nwanyi comes back to her senses and sees what is going on. But the river is pretty much taking the boy away. So they reach out to people around, and people, rush down to see how they could help this boy and rescue the boy. And eventually Chiemele was rescued by passerbys and people who were around. And he was quickly rushed to multiple hospitals that ended up rejecting him, ultimately leading to his death. There's a chance that he actually may have already died from drowning. So that was why they rushed him to the hospital with hopes that any of the hospitals could save him. But unfortunately, none of the hospitals could take him in because Chiemele had already died from drowning. And that is the situation now, because everyone is wondering, who is going to have to pay for this? And people are also asking, could this be that the water spirit is the one calling the boy, taking the boy? Did the mother sacrifice the boy to the river goddesses? Is this an accident for real? Or is this a situation with his epilepsy? There are so many questions going around. But my thing is, the mother had enough time to assess the situation pretty much to rescue her son. The fact that she did not do anything, in my mind, I don't know, it's quite suspicious, but I don't imagine she would want her son to die, given that he is the next in line. At the same time, her in the spirit world, I don't know. I don't believe in those crap as much as I don't believe in certain things, but there is no way she was that deep into the spirit that she did not hear the other woman tell her that your son is drowning. And if she had heard that, she should have done something. The fact that she did not do anything in time, knowing her son's condition, shows that she should be liable for this young man's death. It's just my opinion. And the worst part is that the young man even had a job. He had something he was doing. He works close to a hotel where he grills meat and does shawarma for guests. So this young man had his own entrepreneurial business. I don't know why the mother really wanted him to come and do Eze Nwanyi. Nyasha is a 20-year-old boy, a bit 20-something-year-old boy. So if he was there to watch his mother do a thing, maybe he had interest in doing it. So it's unfortunate.
Who is to be blamed? The gods or the woman or the boy? Now, if you listen to the analysis of this young man, he stated that the boy is selling shawarma. That means maybe the boy wants to go and do what they call chop and buy another one. I'm just saying. Number one. Number two, this boy have something doing. Why going to our roots? They say go back to our roots. Go back to our roots, not be me, now on our roots. Now the root has rooting somebody's son. Now it is now this woman's own son. I am not doing this video to mock anybody, but I'm doing this video as a lesson. This our generation youth, be wise. Be wise. Those that goes to other gods multiply their sorrow. It is certain. I am not saying I'm not against what you believe, but you should choose right. I am not against you on your faith because you are not against me on my faith. I am not against you on whatever you believe, but there are some certain things in this our generation you cannot do. Now, you heard the young man. You know your son have this kind of illness. You drag your son close to the gods. And when you know your gods take anything, your gods doesn't choice, collect anything. I don't understand. Now, the young boy has been choosing. Now, he has been choosing who will do the work now. Shawarma, who will do? Those people now that will chop shawarma, they won't eat shawarma. The gods have chosen. Now you reverse. Now you they go. Now this woman, now you said you went inside the spirit realm. When you were there, they were saying they want to choose your son. You didn't tell them to choose you. You have gone far. Eze Nwanyi, our market. Please, anybody can make mistake. There are some mistakes that are not supposed to be making. Who is to be blamed? That is the movie right now. Who is to be blamed? Is it the gods that choose the young boy of 20 or 21 years? Or is it the mother that want to go and do cleansing? I will still go for that to make ask questions. Check other people's videos to see why did this woman took this boy to the riverside, or this boy want to take after him, her. Looking at the age of this boy, that mother must be young. Must be a young mother. Because a woman that is old with stick cannot go to the water side. If not, water will carry the old woman and carry her. So that simply means there's an age, Eze Nwanyi we will retire. But the work of God is for eternity. So that is why I brought you Christ. The only way is Jesus. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. He said he has come to give you life. He said, give your life to me, all ye that burdens. If this woman has called upon this my great God, the supernatural King of Kings, the Lion of Judah, the Ofucharafancha, Omecharahancha, and Okucharahancha, if he had communicated with this great deity, the highest of the whole universe, the one that other gods bow to, he would have gotten results. You cannot see a bigger God and go to a smaller one. You see a doctor that is specialized on bone. You know what they call them? Doctors that are specialized on bone. You said you need a doctor that know how to do TS, that will treat a bone. How can you go to a doctor that is doing CS to give birth to a woman to come and treat your bone? And amen. The God I serve is the supernatural God. When he gives you, he gives complete.